How do we get people to understand that it's there for them, that they can innovate because of that wonderful knowledge, that they can innovate sooner, bigger, better with the platforms that they can take advantage of?
Well, I think that very often we forget the most important rule of business, which is to ask questions and then to listen. There are so many people who have been through the process, have run small businesses, are running small businesses, have run big businesses. I mean, I spent more than half of my career in a Fortune 500 traveling the world. And if somebody asks me a question, I'm pretty sure to answer it, unless the question's inappropriate, like my weight or my dress size. But I mean, there are some things, lady, just don't.
That's cute.
But at the same time, we often are afraid to ask that question. We're afraid that we might be rejected or somebody doesn't want to, share it. So we don't ask. But what's worse, sometimes we do ask and then we don't listen to the answer. And so it goes back to listening. And now with social media, there's another way. Because if you're on Twitter, if you read blogs, if you are involved on YouTube or TED or some of those tools, you're going to find that there is a wealth of information available to you across the Internet for free. And entrepreneurs love that word, free. F-R-E-E. It's the one four-letter word that everybody loves. And so if you're involved in social media, you find the people who are talking about the things that you are interested in. And if you don't feel comfortable enough talking back, it's okay to listen. As I shared earlier that my personal Twitter ID is @JoanKW. But I also have 4 other Twitter IDs, one from one of the companies I own, which is @CorePurpose. And then I speak on innovation, leadership, and growth. So I have JKW Leadership, JKW Innovation, JKW Growth that just shares information on those topics. So if I was on Twitter and I knew that somebody like that was out there, then I would go in and I would say, okay, let me watch and see who they're talking to. And I would follow those people and I would listen to the conversation. Many of those people find great articles that they really liked or blogs that they found really useful, and they share those. They send them out.
Yes.
And so you can read what experienced people are reading and get some more background, some more insight into the things that they're using to help them be successful. And then once you start to get to know those people and listen to what they're talking about, join the conversation. Send an @ reply. Put @JoanKW. Joan, I've been reading your blog. Or Joan, I've been reading their article. I really liked it. I talk back. Okay? We'll start to form a relationship. I have friends now that I've met through Twitter that are very useful to my business, very interesting, people that I'm learning from. And I find them because I either looked and found them or they looked and found me, and we started talking on Twitter, going back and forth with @. But then we might move to a Skype call or a phone call or actually meet face-to-face. And from that, new things are happening. We talked about AZEC09, the big entrepreneurship conference, where if you're in Arizona on November 12th, you're going to meet some really cool people. Some of them are big names in the social media world. And so, you can actually meet those people face-to-face. But if you can't be there and you still want to get to know some of these people, you can get to know them on social media. You can start to interact with them. You can start to form conversations. And maybe that day will come when you'll be innovating together.